in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Terrapins' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field and they'll have the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Makes the grab on the left. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Now, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois. People wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. I'm curious to see if Luke Altmaier can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really tough team to beat.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Terrapins offense will go to work for the first time. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this running game.
Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So his quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
To the air. It's Altmaier. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. That's caught. It's Dixon. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Illinois offense returns to the field. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Keeps it on the draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with the run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna run it. It's Rain. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Quarterback running on the draw. It's a seam wide open. All out of space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Illinois lining up quickly. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Working that left side. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Illini! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back?
Let's go. Right. Single, single.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half. nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
To the air, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away.
It's a running room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Got his man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 20.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Had to throw it before he wanted. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Baylor. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle from us.
Quick completion on the out route. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big... Flip the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Arkin. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They'll run it on first and goal. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Washington. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. A dramatic turn of events. This is not going to be a way to move off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Clement. Touchdown, Illinois! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete.
And if I'm a defense, dude, I am perfectly fine with this. Like, I'm not giving up big plays. I'm keeping everything in front of me. The probability of them going the length of the field twice and getting 2 two-point conversions is very, very small. So stay patient. Don't get over your skis.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
To the air, it's Washington. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Terrapins in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops the throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Clement.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking down the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing him throw it vertically downfield.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Going up top again. Hit as he throws. Catch in the middle, it's Arkin. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Touchdown, fighting Illini. And the route is on.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers. They scored on gadget plays. An all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks at Orlando a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Webb. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Illini! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
42, Maryland.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Washington. Got his man. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. No need to get cute here. You've run enough plays. Now it's time for the kneel down, David. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Clement. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Pulls it and fires to the left. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Illinois.
After this, it'll be a wrap. To the right. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game.